No, no. See, if you think about the way the rag is expounded, right? Now you're singing rag vistar. We'll come to that. We'll just hold that question. You'll understand that when we sing a whole piece. So you're doing rag vistar completely. Rag vistar is unconditioned. There is no tal that's playing. So you've expounded the rag. You've gone through the scale. You've come back. You've established the sa. All that. You've established the basic chalan of the rag. But for the first time, the tal and the rag come together in a bandish, in Vilambit lay. So you come to the first beat, you establish the first beat. That's when, that is the climactic position. In Hindustani music, you always show the first beat. You come to the first beat. Unlike in Carnatic music, where you can take off in different places, we show the first beat, constantly show the first beat. Yes. Correct. So that's why the correct. So that's a good question. So the way what you do is, like for example, no, but the thing is, what you do is you hold certain, the bandish is constructed in such a way that the wadi is given more time. So you will, for example, hold the wadi for a whole beat, whereas you may not hold the other notes for that long. So you will give emphasis within the bandish, within the tal cycle. So you might hold a certain note for 2 beats. So you will show those resting notes, you will show the wadi in the composition that way. But it will still be overall within tal. So that's how that's important, because you have to show that it has its own intrinsic leg. So let's do Madhya. This is Rag Chayanat in Madhya Lay. This is starting on some. Madhya Lay without singing Vilambit Lay. You cannot really do that much Rag Vistar with Madhya Lay in this lay, because it's taking you forward, you know, it's moving, it's constantly moving. So you have to, in Madhya Lay, you can do some Laykari. Madhya Lay, Laykari you can do. So that's what Madhya Lay tempo is meant for. Now let's look at a Drut Lay. There again in Drut Lay, it doesn't have any scope for Rag Vistar at all, because the tempo is so quick. So you have to sing compositions meant for Tankari and Laykari essentially. Same Rag Chayanat. Correct. Actually, it depends. It depends on, see, first of all, Guruji will not agree, not allow you to do Tan. Tan really is outside the Rag. Because we already talked about Saptak and Rag. What's the difference? Saptak has equal emphasis on each note. Whereas Rag doesn't have, it has an intrinsic lay. In a Tan, all the notes are given equal importance. How can, that means you're going out of Rag and you're going into a Saptak. It's no longer a Rag. It becomes a Saptak. So in Shamrao Gharana, we don't really sing Tans. Correct.
Limited.
But it is only limited. You cannot completely engage in Tankari because it doesn't really bring out the Rag. Yes, you can, you can do, suppose you're doing Rag Yaman. You can bring every Tan and end it in Gandhar. Or sing Gandhar multiple times, like in a Gamak. So then you emphasize the Vadi and the Samvadi Swar. So that way you can create Tan patterns that emphasize, that way creates the mood. But it still doesn't do the justice to the Rag as Rag Vistar or Vilambit Lay does. So that's the idea. So that is why the Vilambit Lay gives you maximum scope for doing complete justice to the Rag. So Madhya Lay, so if you look at our presentations, our 80% of it we spend in Vilambit Lay. We might do 5 minutes of Madhya Lay and perhaps a very quick few Tans. And paying. Yeah, correct. It is, that's exactly how it is done. Yes.
देखो भारती ऋतु बरखा आई कोयलिया बोलन लागे आगे डार ऋतु बरखा गौर मजा ऋतु बरखा आई दोनों किया मैंने.
And also it's actually it is spontaneous. It is not practiced. The tans are not practiced. That's the question that you're asking. It is not practiced. So it's an important question from a student's perspective for us as we are learning, because Guruji is very particular about maintaining beat. Kane Puri is very important. So what we do is actually we practice in phrases. We don't practice an entire tan for an entire cycle, but we think of phrases, and it's like how you, in a rag vistar, you put phrases together in a tan pattern also. Suppose you're doing, you're breaking it into each beat into 16 notes. So we kind of think of it in terms of 8. So you do phrases of 8, and you join phrases of 8 from different parts, and it's all happening spontaneously. So it's also within the rhythmic cycle. So that's basically how. But again, Teen Tal it's a multiple of 8. So it's, you practice in 8s. Vilambit, again we do Vilambit, Ek Tal, we practice in 8s. Sometimes Guruji will practice in 14. So he'll take 14 notes per beat. So he'll practice in 7s, 7 plus 7, 7 plus 7. He'll keep doing that. We can do a 7 plus 7, 5 plus fly. So Guruji, you do 8 plus 8, you do 10, and then, so he can do 16, 20, and 28. So, this is Savni Kalyan.
सुनिए
So it's completely within the Kane Puri concept. So this is a 10 beat cycle. 20. So he's doing 20 notes per beat. Sare, 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 like that. Adlay. This is
28.
Okay, so that's how, when we are improvising, so we can do these, we practice in these different groups, and then you put them together. Correct, exactly. So that's the point. In Shamrao Gharana, we emphasize that. Now, when we do Shamrao Gharana, We start with Rag Vistar, we do the Bandish, and we don't change the tempo in between. Like if you listen to Hindustani musicians now, in middle they'll change the tempo. No, that's not right. Because that's not keeping correct. If you're doing double, it has to be perfect double.
Exactly double.
If it is 4 times the speed, it has to be exactly 4 times. You can't change the tempo and say, oh, it's 4 times. No. It has to be the same lay, but you do exactly the double speed. Actually, it's 4 times and then 16 times, 16 per beat, whatever. But then now when you're ending those tankari, suppose he's ending on 16 notes per beat, that lay, that's where Madhya lay has to start, because that's where you ended it. So do you understand? That's the whole idea. So when you end over there, whatever tan pattern you're using last, that lay, whatever you have kept, that's where you start Madhya lay. So we actually do that. So we will say, okay, if you're going 16 in Vilambit, okay, around 120, 130 in Madhya lay. So if I'm doing 14, then I say 110, you know? So it's approximately 4 times. You know, it's like that if you look at the cycle, because it's 12 beats per cycle, the other one is 16 beats per cycle. We actually calculate that. That's how we establish beat cycles. I mean, the number of beats per cycle. Let's show you an example of. Abhi, we are going to do Bandish anyway.
नहीं, 1 मिनट में उदाहरण देता हूँ, फिर करेंगे. अभी मैं गा रहा था सावनी कल्याण, रे आनंद आयो, इसमें तान करना है, मैं आलापी हो गई है. विलंबित चल रहा है. संग सखिया शाम की